Aw, tiger buddy.
Be the tiger. Be the tiger.
I like it.
It didn't get you as much. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be reviewing two stabilizers. We'll be reviewing the DJI Osmo 3 and the Zhiyun. For those of you who don't know, I do a decent amount of live streaming and video blogging, so finding the right stabilizer is important to me. We'll be going over weight, battery life, ease of use, quality of stabilization, design, and cost of each product. First, we'll go over the DJI Osmo 3. I've had this for almost a year now, so I've got some stories actually for you. Maybe not. Might be too long. Anyways, so we'll go over the DJI Osmo 3 first. The weight of the DJI Osmo 3 is 405 grams, which is 14.28 ounces or 0.89 pounds. When I add my Samsung Galaxy S10e, the total weight comes out to 19.57 ounces, which is 1.22 pounds. So just a little over a pound. So the fact that this stabilizer is only a little over a pound makes it easy for you to pack it up and travel with it. So when you're not filming and you want to put it in your little like travel carry case, so this DJI Osmo 3 came with this cute travel case. And if I'm not using it, I can put it inside and it'll be nicely stored in my backpack. Or you can just have it in there and hold it around by the strings. If you just want to have your stabilizer ready to go, you can fold it in and then use this mini strap and put it around your wrist so that it's always attached to you. Whether or not you bump into someone or something and may have accidentally dropped it, it's still on you. So I like that. It comes with a mini strap. The battery life of the DJI Osmo 3 should last 15 hours. Under ideal conditions and with the gimbal balanced, it should last you 15 hours. I've never used it for 15 hours straight. I have used it for about 2.5 hours to do a live stream, so 2.5 hours straight. And at the end of my stream, I still had more than half the battery life left. And you can tell because there are lights, there are 4 lights that light up when you turn it on, and as your battery dies out, the light slowly gets lower and lower, just like on your phone, right? To charge your DJI Osmo 3 takes about 2.5 hours, so not bad at all. As far as using the DJI Osmo 3 stabilizer, it's really easy. It should come like this, like tight together. And then you just pull this open to extend it, and you insert your camera here, right here. So you open up the clamp a bit, open it up, insert your phone, and let your clamp secure around it. So it actually tells you up here, phone camera direction. It points, there's an arrow with a red button and tells you where to put your phone camera. So you want to make sure the lens is in that direction. So yes, you unfold, you put your camera, slide it in, press the power button. I double tapped and held, and then it's automatically in the portrait frame. If you want to change it to landscape, you just double tap on the power button. Easy. To go back to portrait frame, double tap again. Easy. And then you just want to press record, press the record button on your phone. There's literally just one mode on this camera. So you turn it on, you press record, you're good to go. All right, so once you press record, you pretty much just use this circular directional button to move it left, right, up, and down. So if I go left, the camera moves left. When I press right on the joystick, the camera moves right. If I push up on the joystick, the camera moves up. If I push down on the joystick, the camera moves down. The quality of stabilization using the DJI Osmo 3 is pretty great in my opinion. I've used the gimbal for several IRL streams and to film several of my YouTube vlogs, and I have been satisfied with the footage. I've run through San Diego crosswalks, rushed through busy San Francisco streets, and walked down hillsides while holding the gimbal, and the stabilization of my footage has come out great. So I vouch for the stabilization of this gimbal. As far as the design, the DJI Osmo 3 is nicely designed for your grip. As you can see, it's designed for your palm to grip it nicely, and it's pretty soft right here, so I like that. I also like that this extends out so that there's a bit more reach, and none of the stabilizer gets in your shot when you're filming. It doesn't matter how I hold my gimbal, no part of the gimbal gets in my shot. So I really like the way they designed this. It's also very small and easy to carry around. One con of getting this stabilizer is that it doesn't have a flat surface here. So there have been times where I've taken this with me for a live stream or to film a video blog, and maybe I want to eat a snack or just sit down for a bit and rest my hand. I want to have it ready to go. So I just want to like have it stand flat on the table, but it's not flat enough for it to stand on its own. You'd have to purchase a tripod or legs to attach at the bottom just so it could stand. You can purchase it separately, so it's not that major of a con. It's just that it's an additional purchase to this. This does come in a combo. I think they sell it now. That when I purchased this stabilizer, they did not have legs for it just yet. But right now, I looked it up. There is a combo for you to get this stabilizer with the legs, with a charging cord, and with the travel carry case, and then this mini strap. So the total cost of the combo comes out to $119.99. If you just want to get the stabilizer by itself without the legs, which you can, that comes out to $99.99. So basically $100 for the DJI Osmo 3. All right, so now let's review the Zhiyun. So the Zhiyun I've used to film maybe 2 or 3 of my video blogs now. The Zhiyun weighs 450 grams, which is 15.87 ounces or 0.99 pounds. It's basically a pound already on its own. When I add my Samsung Galaxy S10e to this stabilizer, the total weight comes out to 22.11 ounces, which is 1.32 pounds, so a little heavier. The battery life of this stabilizer is 17 hours. The next thing we'll go over is the ease of use. So to use this gimbal, I basically extend the clamp and I put my phone in it just like I did with the DJI Osmo 3. I extend the clamp and insert my phone and release to secure it. And this also has directions on the top, letting you know which way for the lens of your camera phone to be facing. The times that I have used this stabilizer, I have never had a problem using this. My phone has stayed secure to the stabilizer at all times. Same thing with the DJI, my phone has stayed secure. So both stabilizers are good in that sense. So once the phone is securely clamped, I hold down on the power button to turn it on. You see a blinking light, and then it automatically turns it into landscape mode. So there are 4 modes when you use this stabilizer. There is the PF, passive follow mode. There is the L, which I believe stands for lock, I think. The next mode is the F, which is for the follow mode, and then the POV. So what I like about passive follow mode is that it partially tracks me, it partially moves with me, keeps me in focus slightly, and at the same time I have control of moving it up or down by pushing on the joystick here. So if I push up, the camera moves up. If I push down, the camera moves down. The disadvantage of the joystick on this stabilizer is that sometimes when I try to move the camera up or down, I accidentally just push on it and then it'll move on to the next mode. I didn't mean to move to the next mode, which is the lock mode. This is something that frustrates me every time I use a stabilizer. I'll be real with you on that. I don't know if other people make this mistake often, but my thumb just naturally wants to press and push. A lot of times I just want to push up on the joystick, but I'm pushing down, like I'm pressing it and pushing up. So it'll go into lock mode. So I'm going to switch to the next mode, which is lock mode. It's locked in on me like this. If I want to turn left or right to capture something, if I want this to literally turn, rotate, it won't because it's locked in. And if I accidentally go into this mode and I don't realize that I'm in this mode, I'm like panicking, trying to figure out what happened. The next mode is follow mode. With follow mode, basically it flows with you, with your hand movement. So it's kind of cool actually. But if this is not your thing, then I would suggest using a different mode, like passive follow, because you have some control of it. The thing is with this could accidentally go upwards when you don't really mean to go all the way up. The next mode is POV. The POV mode is very similar to the follow mode actually. Oh, so if you want to switch between landscape framing to portrait framing, you literally just move the rotation of your hand. Here I am in landscape mode, and if I want to switch to portrait mode, I literally just move it like that. So if I want to film like this, then I just hold it like this. If I want to go back to portrait, switch it back like this. If I want to go back to landscape, I switch it up like that. This can kind of be confusing to some people who literally just want to turn it on and film and have your footage stable. So yeah, maybe this might not be for you if you don't want to worry about the different modes or accidentally even go into a mode that you don't mean to go into. But if you like having different options, then this is a good stabilizer to get. All right, now let's talk about the design of this stabilizer. So basically it is very simple. It's just a cylindrical like rod for you to hold. What I like about it is that the little details here are designed very nicely, and then the cylindrical material, it's very smooth and nice to hold. This is just as nicely designed as the DJI Osmo 3. The only difference is there are no curves for you to grip if that's what you prefer. This is just straight up cylindrical. Other thoughts and comments about this, I really like that it's flat. I really like that it's flat right here. So this basically acts as a stand on its own. You don't need a separate tripod or legs to attach to the bottom. There is an opening for you to attach one if you want. Like if you want to have this stand taller, you could, but if you don't have one, it's not a big deal. It's flat. You can rest it on the table to give your hand a break. Or if you want to continue your live stream, place it on the table so that you're still in a selfie mode. You can take selfie pictures or just be in selfie mode so you can keep talking with your viewers. So that is a big pro for me. The cost of this is $119. So $1 cheaper than the DJI Osmo 3 combo. Let's do a quick comparison of both products. The DJI Osmo 3 weighs slightly less, which may be a pro for you if you walk around and use the stabilizer for several hours straight. The Zhiyun battery life lasts slightly longer than the DJI Osmo 3. In terms of ease of use, the DJI Osmo 3 may be easier to operate. Regarding the stabilization quality of each product, both work great. I can get stable footage with each stabilizer even when I'm jogging in the wind. As for design, each have a certain unique aesthetic appeal to them. Cost-wise, the DJI Osmo 3 is less expensive. Unless you want to get the combo with the tripod, then it is $1 more for the combo package. In terms of live streaming, I would choose the DJI Osmo 3 because it is slightly lighter, and then it's easier to use in terms of I just straight up turn it on. I double tap to go into portrait mode, and then I press record. Video blogs, I don't mind using the Zhiyun at all. So at the end of the day, it really is your personal preference, what's important to you. I highly recommend, if you can make it happen, renting or borrowing both of these stabilizers and just testing them out, getting a feel for it. If you are unable to rent or borrow these, I hope that my review has given you better insight into each product. If you want to purchase any of these products, I've inserted the links to these products in my description below, so be sure to check that out. If you enjoyed my video, be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. I plan to do more reviews in the future of other products, so I hope to see you there. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.